Today I am repotting this trident maple Acer Buergerianum. Hey, it's me, Iqbal Khan. If you have not yet subscribed to mikbonsai, then click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to subscribe and receive notifications as I upload new videos. The tree has been in this same training pot when it arrived a couple of years ago. It's an import from Japan, and it's time I repotted it. The pot is too small compared to the size of the tree. Size of the pot in relation to the size of the tree is to make sure that we are in scale and proportion, and the formula is to measure the tree from the top of the pot where it comes out of the soil to the apex, and then you take 2/3 of that, and that's the size of your pot at its widest. Whether it's oval, then you take the maximum width, whether it's circular, you take the diameter, and if it's rectangular, then the widest side from one end to the other. And I have prepared a pot, and we will move the tree out of the way, and I will bring the pot over. The pot I've chosen for this tree, and I've put the mesh at the bottom with hairpin bends which I use, and then the anchor wires also have been placed. Now if you want to learn or see a video on how to prepare the pot, in the top right hand corner of the screen is an info card for how to prepare a bonsai pot. Click on it and it'll take you to that video. I have fiddled with the tree back and forth, and it's quite easy to take out. There it is, it's come out quite easily. And we'll put the training pot to one side and have a look at the sides and the bottom. And it has roots going right round. Not only that, but also in the training pot there are sort of indentations where the feet are, and the roots have actually gone into those spaces as well. There's hardly any soil that can be seen. So I'm going to start working at the top using a root rake very, very gently, and I'll do that with holding it between my thumb and index finger, so if it gets stuck, it doesn't rake the roots, it just slips through my fingers. And I'm going to carry on with this. It'll take quite some time, and I'm going to do it very, very gently. I will also be bare rooting it, and so that's going to take a little bit of time. It's a very slow process. I've just managed to remove the very top layer of moss and a little bit of soil, and I'm still working through. It's taken me a long time to get this far. I haven't completely succeeded in bare rooting it. The roots are very badly tangled up. It's a big tree in a very small pot. I don't know how long this tree has been in this pot, but we are where we are, and I will start sorting it out. Again, it will take 2 or 3 seasons before I can sort the roots out because of what we are starting with. And in fact, this is a very good reason why it's a good idea to bare root the trees. But have to be careful, as if the roots dry out, then the tree is dead. So have to make sure that the roots are constantly dipped in water or sprayed so that they don't dry out. I'm going to remove as much of the roots from the bottom as possible, and then we'll come to the other parts of it. Put this out for now, and what I'll have to do is repot it not every 2 years, but perhaps every year, and that's the only way I'm going to get these roots sorted. Well, time doesn't stop for anyone, and it keeps marching, and by passage of time comes progress. And this bare rooting is a good thing, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time that it catches up and becomes a standard. I have given it another blast and cleared more of the soil, but I'm now beginning to lose daylight, so I'm going to have to speed up. These are some really thick roots which I'm removing from the bottom, and I'm not going to be able to completely bare root it as much as I've tried, but will have to do the best I can. As I said earlier, it will take a few years before these roots are sorted, so I'll have to repeat this process every year until I'm able to sort the roots out completely. Now here the roots have gone round the trunk, so just pull these off and prune them off. This side, this is quite a large surface root and it's coming straight out of the trunk. I think I'll pull the tree up a little bit from the soil and expose more of this, and we'll see how this develops. I've removed as much of the roots as I can, do a little bit more, and then tidy up, and we'll catch up after that. The tree is ready to go into its pot, and I'm going to add grit at the bottom. It basically aids drainage and covers up the mesh, and then I'm going to top it up with this cat litter. So we'll place the tree in the pot and I'll ease it in onto the soil. So I'll use the chopsticks to drive the soil into the root ball. Although it doesn't need a great deal, I didn't completely manage to bare root it. So, but nevertheless, a fair amount of soil did come off. So, and it's, as I work with the chopsticks, it's sort of going in quite fast. So we'll carry on with this. And we'll catch up shortly. I'm at the tail end now, just tightening these wires, the anchor wires, to secure the tree firmly into the pot. That's nice and tight, doesn't allow the tree to move. Now I've got to do the same from the side. So this is basically going across the pot, and this was going down the pot. We are done. Now just bury these wires in the soil and add a little bit more soil. I will add moss to it at some stage, but I haven't got any. I've got to harvest it. I have it on land that I own in Twickenham, and so I'll be adding the moss at a later date. And again, the moss is of various types. There is some that grows in shade without any sun, and there's some which only grows in where the sun shines. And for this I will use a bit of both, because we're going to have it in a semi-shade location, and I think that should do for now. Now it is time to give the tree a thorough soaking. And there is a fair amount of fine dust in the cat litter, and on first thorough watering it tends to all come out so fairly quickly, and I can already see the water coming out from the bottom, and I'll keep watering it until it runs clear. So that's when the dust is gone. That should do. And we'll take a look at the overall tree. Well, that's the tree repotted, watered, and all it now needs is to be watered normally, and it should do very well in the new pot and the new soil. And I'll give it a quick 360 so you can see it from all sides. And there we are. Just keep turning it. And that's where we started. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. This is Iqbal Khan for mikbonsai in West London. Until the next time. And now for the afterthought. They say money can't buy happiness. Check this out. I bought myself a happy meal. You dig?